Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson, that's Nathan Fox. Together we're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have another email here from Anonymous.
Hey, Ben and Nathan, I have a slight problem. I began my sophomore year last year at a large university on the East Coast. I decided to join my university's pre-law organization. About a month into the semester, our pre-law club had a guest speaker from Kaplan come and talk about the LSAT. Accompanying the guest speaker was a student ambassador from my university. They pitched a $2,000 LSAT course that they said would basically guarantee me a higher score. I knew I would never...
To be clear, a higher score means you're going from a 154 to a 155, and they say, job done.
Or sometimes they have that Princeton Review. Remember how Princeton Review had that 7-point guarantee that they were all proud of themselves about?
I don't remember that. But you also have, if you don't achieve that, well, you failed in our book anyway, but they're going to make you show that you did certain homework assignments and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird world.
You have to have showed up to every single class session and you have to have done every single homework assignment.
Yep.
It's like you have to have spent hundreds of hours not improving and then they give you the guarantee. Oh, also, I mean, Anonymous here is saying
you have to take it officially too. Sorry. Anyways.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And take the official test and not improve. It's like not enough to just, no, my practice test scores aren't improving. Meanwhile, we're like, well, then don't take the official test. They're like, oh, well, if you want your refund, then you have to take the official test and suck at it. Brutal, just brutal. I mean, Anonymous also says that Kaplan was saying they said would basically guarantee me a higher score. Okay. So in other words, not actually a guarantee. Okay. Anyway, I knew I would never be able to afford the course they pitched, but there was still hope. At the very end of the presentation, the student ambassador said they were looking for other student ambassadors at my university. It's like Amway.
Oh my gosh.
It is. Not only do student ambassadors get paid to give presentations and share Kaplan resources, but they get their very own Kaplan course. I took the opportunity and applied for the job, and I was quickly hired. I started researching all things LSAT and found your podcast around the same time I started my Kaplan course. Fast forward to today, and my experience with Kaplan has been terrible. My teacher reminds me of one of my substitute teachers from middle school. He tells us to do logical reasoning questions 1 through 10 and then skip ahead to the very last question and work your way backward from there.
What? Why?
We are also supposed to skip every parallel reasoning question along the way, read the question stem first, and diagram during both logical reasoning and reading comprehension.
Oh, geez. Wow, they really just want to find all the bad advice and give it to you. Here's what not to do. Let's tell you what not to do and pretend it's what you should do.
Yeah, don't do any of that. I mean, that's all terrible advice that you're learning from your $2,000 Kaplan class. Thankfully, I found the Demon and I enrolled in Demon Live. It feels kind of badass to be a double agent. Nevertheless, I am employed with Kaplan, and I am supposed to sell an LSAT course that I now know firsthand is inferior. What should I do? I don't think I can quit because I serve as the link between my pre-law club and Kaplan, so my peers are relying on me to get them discounts and free resources.
Okay, that is the reason to quit. You are the means by which you are pushing an inferior course, and those are your words.
Yeah, it's like the discounts and free resources, it's discounts to a bad, overpriced thing and free resources that hurt rather than help. So you're the problem. I mean, you're you're
Kaplan's the problem, but you're perpetuating it.
Yeah, you're part of the problem. It's not a benefit to your pre-law club that you continue this role. So if you quit and the link is now severed between your pre-law club and Kaplan, you are doing your peers a service.
Yeah, especially if you tell them why you're quitting. I quit because this is not good. Don't do it. It's a win for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you should read this email in your pre-law club. Like, you're not the right kind of, this is not badass to be a double agent of this sort. You're like still selling the thing that you know is shit. You're standing up there with the Kaplan representative, handing out their materials and coupon, $500 off of a $2,000 class. Meanwhile, you're actually paying us $295 a month to do what you know is better.
Yeah, think about it this way. You're directing people to advice that is bad. That is different from directing people to advice that's maybe good but incomplete, right? It would be more effective to get the whole story, but they're only getting some good advice. No, they're getting bad advice. So they're paying money to be harmed. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it if it was free. It doesn't help. It actually hurts people. Yeah. We have so many people who tell us, I started with 160, I took Kaplan, I was then scoring 157.
Or worse.
Yeah, it's like all of these convoluted ways that they teach it, it's bad. It hurts. It doesn't help. They're a marketing company. They're not good at teaching. Like in your own email, they have bad strategies and bad teachers.
Sorry. So you got into this predicament, but thankfully the solution is pretty straightforward. Quit and focus on your LSAT score.
Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.